JP Morgan just said that they believe Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin this cycle. If you watched yesterday's video, I talked about the fact that this is Bitcoin's cycle if everything matches up correctly, 2024, 2025. Check it out from yesterday. I also talked about Doginals. That was my pick of the day, and I'm going to have one today in regarding to this JP Morgan announcement. So yesterday, if you watched with Doginals, they actually almost 2x'd after the video, which is crazy. I didn't even know they were getting listed on OKX, but Doji ended up getting listed on OKX yesterday, and things went crazy. So be sure to check out that video. If you missed it, there's still opportunity there. So let's talk about why this is important with Ethereum. Ethereum is awesome. I've used it for 2 years. At the end of the day, until they fix their gas fees, there's one major issue is the fees. Mass adoption is not going to happen with people paying over $100 every time they transact with any kind of contract. So what do? We go to these things called layer 2s. This essentially allows layer 1s to be more scalable and have more regular people that aren't very tech savvy be able to use them. So that goes on to today's pick and why I'm talking about Immutable X. One of the beauties of Immutable X is they're making some of the biggest partnerships in gaming that you can possibly have right now, recently announcing that they're teaming up with Beam. And of course, as everybody knows, they also have a partnership with Polygon, or if you would say Matic. Gaming is a huge bull case for crypto and NFTs. That's something I've talked about for a long time on this channel. Look at the Immutable gaming ecosystem. I'm not even going to go through all of these, but these are a bunch of the games that you can expect to come on Immutable very soon with some very heavy hitters. I mean, you see Illuvium over here, one of the possibly going to be the biggest games in Web3. So Immutable has the games, they have the partnerships, and they have the scalability. I have done deep dives on tokens and specifically Immutable, but for this series, I'm doing one token every single day leading up to Christmas. So 12 days until Christmas, 12 days of Gainsmas. So this one, I'm not going to go quite as deep, but I do want to look at the Immutable charts. Immutable is soared past $2. It's at $2.16 right now. It went up 85% in the last month and 377% in the last year. Now, I will say Immutable had a huge fall off last year, just with the bear market. And you can see it right here, got all the way up to almost $10 between the bear market. And then they had some founder unlocks, which I believe they do still have more unlocks on the way. However, I found with my time in crypto, you really just need to know the ins and outs of unlocks, because depending on where the market's at, those can get eaten up really quickly, or they can actually truly impact it. So you just want to be in the know for those token unlocks, which is basically, if you're new to crypto, the founders, investors, anybody that was involved at the beginning of the project have certain amounts of tokens allocated to them that at a certain day they're able to receive and put on the market if they choose to. Again, this isn't meant for too deep of a dive, but the marketplace is amazing. I've been using it for a long time now, pretty much since it first launched. It hosts platforms like Hero, which is a trading card where they do physicals and digitals. So that shows you what kind of scale. Other platforms have used them, like VV has used them. Gary V with his book games tokens has used them. Gods Unchained is another really big one with their own token. So I definitely see this to be the place to be. Transaction fees are nothing. I mean, they are cents on a dollar. So anytime you're actually paying for a transaction fee, it's probably going to be worth your time. And on top of that, most of the assets on here, depending on the project, you are actually able to pull off of layer 2 and put onto layer 1 if you ever chose to. I still have 10 days of Gainsmas if you guys hold with me. So to make that happen, be sure to leave a like, comment, something that you would like to see in the next 10 days, or just drop your favorite emoji. It doesn't matter to me. Anything supports. And also, again, if you missed that Doginals video, go check it out. I'd highly recommend it.